a jolly good afternoon to you from Malbork in northern Poland. Just completed doing a video of Malbork Castle, which will be substantially longer than the one I'm about to do now, which is just going to be a little walking tour around the town of Malbork. My time is now extremely limited, as I've got to get on the road down to Katowice, or Hortzhof, near Katowice, to go and see a band play. So yeah, let's just have a little walk around, see what we see. It looks quite a nice town, to be honest. There's the castle in just behind the trees there, just between well, just to the left of McDonald's. And I'm getting totally soaked by this rather impressive fountain that suddenly decided to go off as I'm talking. But I'm going to take a walk up here into the town, which looks quite interesting. Looks quite touristy. There's a lot of people here that appear to be on holidays or scout trips and that kind of thing. So but it's all good, quite interesting. And I think before we set off, we're going to grab some food from one of these little places along here to see us right for the next few 100-mile journey south, to the south of Poland. So what can we see? Okay, another cobbled street. Incidentally, when I was coming out of the castle, there was a sign, and in fact it was mentioned on my audio guide, where you can download a free app which will give you a walking tour of Malbork on your own phone and headphones, etc. A little bit like the audio guide inside the castle, but for the town itself. I haven't got time for that today, unfortunately, so I didn't bother downloading it, but it sounds like a great idea, and something well worth doing if you have got sufficient time here. Didn't mention that it was multilingual, but I imagine it will be, as it was advertised to me in English, so I'm working on the assumption that you can at least get it in English and Polish, if not German, French and one or two others as well. Just outside of the castle there's a kind of a pop-up market selling lots of tat from China, I would say. What would you call it? Armour and plastic swords and stuff like that, as there are a lot of replicas of that kind of thing inside the castle. And I dare say some kids would want to have those. As always, the choice is yours. So it's a pretty laid-back kind of place. Say, what day of the week are we? Thursday afternoon. And smack bang in the middle of the holiday season here in Poland. So there's a lot of families about. I've seen some scout groups visiting here. I imagine most will be here for the day from the Tri-City area, the seaside resorts of Gdansk, Gdynia and Sopot, and one or two others all along the coast. Just a quickie, you quite often find these, I can't even pronounce that, but let's call it a donut shop, scattered around, very often hole in the walls, just like this one. Just gone and bought a couple of donuts from there. They are the best donuts. Forget Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. Get yourself a Polish donut. They are by far the best. And I'll tell you for why, and this is why I like them. The fillings I've just bought a raspberry and a strawberry. Are quite tart. They're not full of additional sugar because the donut itself is quite sugary, obviously, and then you've got the combination of that and a quite tart filling to go with it, which I find is brilliant. If they're full up inside with really sugary stuff, great if you like that, but personally no, I prefer the combination of the donuts. And the other thing is they're good value for money and they are big, so they're quite filling as well. So yeah, if you come here, look out for the little donut stalls. You see them all over the place, but they're quite often little pop-ups, sometimes included with bakers and so on, but very often just on their own. And thoroughly recommend them. But I like them in particular for the ones where you can get the quite, I don't want to use the word sour, but quite tart fillings that go with the very sugary donut. Fantastic. Right, a bit more food and we'll be on our way. I was hoping I'll come across somewhere like that. Now, my friends that I'm with have headed to McDonald's and I'm absolutely flatly refusing to do that for a number of reasons. One, I've had an upset stomach for a few days and I don't want to make it worse with McDonald's. And secondly, there's far better food than that in Poland. So let them get on with that. Right, so I've had a little wander about just down the main town here. Yeah, it's okay. It's a little touristy town. I think the guided tour that you can put on your phone with an app probably would be a good idea to do. It didn't give any indication as to how long it would take, but just having a little look around the town now, I can't imagine it would be a particularly long tour. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. But that's it for now. That's just a little wander around the centre of Malbork. Just coming back towards the fountain area. There's lots of cafes and obviously the McDonald's and so on. And it gets slightly more touristy the nearer to the castle you get. If you haven't seen the video on the castle, have a look. But if you come to Malbork, you cannot. You must go to the castle. That's the primary attraction here, and the reason why most people come. The town is supplementary to that. So hope you enjoyed this little short extra video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.